Hey there, welcome to my channel. If you've not been here before, this is about my personal opinions, and be warned, I swear. Now, I understand that I look like a bag of shit today, but I'm absolutely knackered. Yesterday, my son and I went to London, to the O2 Arena, to watch his favourite artist, no, it's definitely O, right? But whether it's Odo or Ado, I'm not quite sure. But my God, that woman, amazing, absolutely amazing. But some things happened, and I thought I'd just share because I don't usually leave my house except to go up to the co-op. I had an adventure, and there was some things that stood out. So I'm going to tell you my little story of my trip to London. First off, hot, sweaty, right? I do have MS. Spent a lot of time on my feet. I'm not going to stand up for days. Literally knackered. Does not even come close to how I feel. But so worth it. You know, it's one of them once in a lifetime experiences. Spent way too much money. But again, it was one of them, like, I went with I don't care what this costs. I'm having the experience. So it got like, and to be fair, thought it was quite a bit of a bargain. When we come out, it was my first time going to an arena gig, and it was my son's first time at a concert, full stop, except for when we went to see Diversity at De Montfort Hall in Leicester a few years back. But first actual concert. And so it's that, I'm having the experience. So I bought myself a light stick, and I'm so glad that I did, because it really made the experience. Anyways, we're going far ahead of myself. But basically, when we came out, obviously thousands of people, God knows what time we would have come out, got home. God knows what time we would have got to Victoria Coach Station. But we just decided to get a taxi, and I thought that was quite good, 35 quid across London. Like, literally more than happy to pay 35 quid. It was a half an hour drive. When I realised how far it were, I was like, yeah, actually that's a really good price, for London. I was really impressed. So yeah, we went down there, and on the coach, well, I thought, like, oh, we'll get some, not snacks, didn't buy snacks because too hot to eat at the minute. It is incredibly hot, is it not? But I thought I'd buy myself some sweets. Saw this packet of fucking, and this is where we're going to go off. I won't ramble about it now. But I bought myself a bag of fruit pastilles, and that's why I decided, that's why I'm making this video. But I thought I'd tell you about the day as well. But I'm wait till I get started on the fucking fruit pastel. My son's just there like, Mum, will you fucking shut up about the fruit pastel? I'm not going to get over it. I'm never going to get over it. Another thing I'm never going to get over is the stench of piss in Victoria Coach Station. Like, we went to the toilet when we got there, and it was unisex, and there'd obviously been a man in mine. I was wading around in somebody's piss as soon as somebody else's piss, as soon as I got off the coach. It stunk. When we got back there at the end of the night, went to different toilets that were underground. Dirty. Victoria Coach Station is a dirty, dirty place. Like, literally, I'm gobsmacked because our fucking mayor, self-elected, self-titled city mayor, made his own job, can't be got out of it now. We've got a brand new shiny bus station now. There was no really wrong with the old one. It was in no way on a par with Victoria Coach Station. Like, that place needs redoing, but I can imagine that all the expense, and they're probably not doing it because the place had grown to a fucking hole. But you can fumigate the lavs, man. Like when I went to the second one, when we were coming home about midnight, well, I think the coach that we got was like 1:30. But we got back to the coach station at 12:15. No, it was 20 to 2, the coach. We got back there at 12:30, and we ended up sitting not far from the toilets after we'd been, and oh, I don't know how they work there. I don't know how the people work there. And they were so nice. This is one thing that we're taking away, apart from the stench of piss. So many nice people in London. You know, like, and I'm sorry to say this, but my son turned around to me like on the tube and mentioned it, but it is noticeable. He went like, "Have you noticed how many white people there are? Like, there are so many white people in London. Like in Leicester, you're hard pushed. You go in Leicester city centre and you literally, you're hard pushed. There's burqas everywhere, like men in dresses. I don't know whether they're called tunics. You know, like this is my cultural illiteracy. But you know, like and people in Leicester, you know, like just the pleasantness of people in London is different. Like we'd only come out of Victoria Coach Station. We couldn't find the train station around the corner. Stop this man. And this guy, right, he's next to this bloke on a step ladder out the side of this building, and this bloke just turns around and like he's got a camera pointed at this man, and this man's like sort of, and I'm like I'm walked by and I'm like, sorry, is he taking a photograph of you? He's like, yeah. And you know, like, and he was stood there smiling for him and whatever. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, it's all right. We get it all the time. Like, you know, tourists just want to take a photograph of everything in London and whatever. Lovely man, so friendly. Like literally, you know, like I'd move to London just for the people. You know, like so. I'm not saying that Leicester people ain't friendly. I'm just saying it's a whole different atmosphere. It is a completely different atmosphere, and much happier atmosphere than Leicester. Leicester is just, it's cloying to me. I don't like going in the town centre. And you know, like nobody speaks to each other, nobody smiles. London jolly. Anyway, this man, he's like, oh yeah, can I, you know, like what's the matter? And I'm like, oh, can you just help us with this? And he was really just happy with his life. You know what I mean? It just seemed like a happy person. And we met so many people like that who, you know, like, because we didn't know where we were going. We were just like, tourism everywhere we went. We didn't know what the fuck we were doing. But everybody that we asked, and we sat on the tube. And like, literally, the amount of people that smiled back at us, because we're like smiley people, we're friendly people. And like you get on a bus in Leicester and everybody's got a face like a slapped arse. Nobody's fucking happy round it. And you'd think that in London people would it'd be more, you know, I don't know. I expect London to be a lot more depressed than it actually is. So go London for that. You know, like just sitting on the tube, and it was the tube, and Corey just turned around and went, you noticed how many white people there are? Now, you know, like usually you go to places and go like, oh, there's a lot of foreigners here. Go down to London and it's like, fucking hell, there's white people. Like, what the fuck? So basically, don't come to Leicester if you're remotely racist. But, you know, like the whole happiness of the place, much, much better. So we went to O2, and this honestly was just such an amazing experience. We got down there at something. We left here at 8 in the morning, and we got down there. So like the coach was at 9. Well, we got there about 1, right, to the actual place after we caught the tube and everything. Oh yeah, gotta say about this dude as well. Lovely man. We got off. We went into the tube station. Now I've not been to London in decades, or not to the tube anyway, in decades. Completely different fucking animal than I remember. And we're there, and we've gone to this fucking machine, and we're going like, right, okay, how'd you buy your ticket and whatever, and like, and this lovely black fella came over. I'm sorry, but I do say if people are black or white, just so you can get an idea of what somebody looks like. You know, like I'm a writer, for fuck's sake. I like to describe people. And you could tell that he was homeless, but he weren't that bad. You know, like got quite calloused hands and whatever. Anyway, we're stood there and these ticket things look suspiciously empty. There was one set of people at another one. sort of like buying their tickets. But I'm like, considering this is London, this is really like unbusy. And so we're there and we're tapping in this fucking thing. This man appeared out of nowhere. Absolutely fucking lovely chap. And he's like, oh, what do you want to do? So he like took over from us and started tapping in the thing. And he's like, right, this is how much it costs. For a day ticket anywhere, it's 16 quid. And for in these, like, it says zones 1 to 6 and zone 7. And I'm like, do we? He's like, you want this one? And I'm like, well, mine. And he says, well, the other one's like fucking Scotland and shit like that. You trust me, this is the one you need. And like we went on about it, and I said like, like that we just want to go to the O2 and get back. And he's like, literally, this is how much it costs, and showed us on the thing. He went completely fucking ignore it. He said, you tap on, you go through the turnstile, use your card, tap through the turnstile, tap off when you get the other end, and literally it turned out like £2.90 or something. And because we got a taxi back at 34 quid, worth every fucking penny, I'm telling you, I was not getting on a tube with thousands of other people. We'd have been waiting for God knows how long just to be able to fit on one. So I'm so glad that I did that. So it just cost us £2.90 each. I think it was £2.90, something like that. It was under 3 quid to get this one tube. But if we'd have bought this ticket, it'd have cost 14 quid. Now, he's like, oh, I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. And he's like, I'm homeless. I don't suppose you got a little something. Me, I'm like, oh shit, I've just given away my fruit pastels. Don't want to spoil the fruit pastel story. Corey's like, I've got some Haribos. And he's like, no, I won't. I was thinking more and more. I'm like, oh, right. Like, I went in my purse and I got a £2 crook. So I don't usually have money in my purse. I know, right? Cash is king. I do like to. Well, I had got a tenner. Oh, I think I got 20 quid. I wasn't about to give him 20 quid. But I did have I knew I'd got a £2 coin in me thing, in my purse. So I gave him that and he was like more than happy and everything. But he was like, I was so grateful for that man. But he just kept, and yeah, he was hustling. You know what I mean? He did it so that he could get a few quid. And literally, we were so fucking grateful that that man did, because we'd have wasted, as it was, it cost us under 6 quid. It'd have cost us 30. So it's like, literally, mate, another 2 quid, have it, and, like, couldn't afford to give him the 20 and whatever, but it's like more than happy to pay 2 quid for that kind of information. And he was such a lovely man, really, really nice man. So like all the meat, and we'd just met another homeless guy that I'd offloaded my fruit pastels to. And he was lovely too. He was sat there, and I'm like, I don't suppose you like fruit pastels, do you? He's like, I do actually. I'm like, here you go, my darling. One in the rank, but like, here you go. And he'd pop a smile on his face. Oh, thank you. Like nice experiences throughout the day. Can't fault anybody at all, except for this miserable git. Well, when there was this guy in front of us in the concert, this old guy. And he was literally just on his phone the whole time and whatever. And he'd obviously gone with his daughter. And next to me, like we're right up in the gods. I'm absolutely petrified of this sheer fucking drop, because we were one of the first people in there, because we didn't know what else to do with the time. Like we thought, we'll get the seats. So we waited in the actual auditorium for 2 hours. And just looking at this fucking sheer drop in front of me, I'd got me light stick clinging onto it like I was on a ride at Alton Towers. Not known fear like it. I'm like having to fucking do deep breathing exercises. I was so scared. Not been that scared in fucking years. And this big black guy came in, not as black as the guy in the thing. But he was a big chap, and he sat in the seat next to me, and he got a teenage daughter with him. It was obviously her that he'd gone with, and I'd gone with my 22-year-old son, who they were the fans, and me and her dad were like sat in the middle, and I'm sort of like sitting like this because he was a big chap, and I've just felt so bad for taking up any of his room and whatever. And she's like telling him what to expect in this concert and whatever. And this man, and it was so cute, right? He was like just about as scared of the fucking height as me. So I'm trying to calm him down because I'd been there at least an hour by the time they turned up, an hour and a half, something like that. I'd got myself into a state of calm by this point. Still petrified, was just trying to focus on anything else. So when I got the chance to calm him down, like that made me calmer because I'm like, you can cope with this, Kaz. But like it came to the end of the main bit, and then like the encores and whatever were like another half an hour. But as soon as it was like, thank you very much, this guy just got up and left. Now he as well, I mean, he was a lovely chap, you know, like we did have a little, not a chinwag, you know, not a getting to know you thing, you know, like, because he did seem like he didn't want me there, and he was visibly scared, and he's a big black man, so he's not wanting to show this thing. So I kind of left him. I didn't go full Kes on his ass. Usually I'd be like, you know, yada 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 and whatever. I thought I'll leave him be so that he can gain his equilibrium. But I did say, I'm not helping, am I? And he's like, no, you are, trust me. So it's all right. But he sat there on his phone, like during the concert, and this old guy in the front, and then when like she'd done, this old guy in front of us just went, oh, that's it, we're out of here, that's done, we're out of here. It just really just rude. And this poor lass, because of this guy sat next to me, missed what was arguably the best part. And her explaining, she's Japanese, so like it was, Corey was not happy. This is the only part of the day that Corey wasn't happy with, is the fact that she got her translation was fucked up. So literally she's sitting there speaking Japanese and there's nothing coming up on the screen, and then occasionally there'd be something, so nobody knew when we're meant to applaud or what, you know. We just followed the crowd. We didn't know when we were meant to cheer because we didn't know what the bloody hell she was saying because the translation were buggered up. Other than that, perfect day. Other than that, and fruit pastels. And here we get 17 minutes in to the point of the fucking video. All right. So I'd gone like, oh, fruit pastels, I bloody love fruit pastels. I'll get myself a bag of fruit pastels. Get us on the coach. Oh, I've got fruit pastels. I went to Corey like, oh, can you have me fruit pastels? He's like, yeah. Got it out. Opened the bag. I had a red one or a black one because most people love the red and black ones. I'm like, there's something wrong with it. Just don't taste nice at all. Weird flavour, just really weird flavour. Tried the black one. They're like thinner, more disc shaped. They were quite, you know, the old ones were like a bit like a pork pie shape. These ones much thinner, and they'd not got the proper crystallized sugar on the outside. The sugar was like just granulated sugar, but they tasted different. And I thought, do you know what? I'll try an orange one, like, you know, just to see. Oh my God, I nearly spat it out. I'm like literally, oh my, absolutely disgusting. It tasted like rind, like zest of orange, not actual orange. But occasionally it just tasted like pith. And it would take it pith. I'm telling you for fucking now. I'm sat there, I'm like, I can't eat it. I'm like, I'm on a bus, like, I can't do note with this. Get water and just fucking, you know, just neck it like a tablet. It was absolutely foul. So I'm there, I'm like, what the fucking hell's going on with fruit? I used to love fruit pastels. These are rank. They're like, you know, cheap, you know, knockoff shit. So I posted on Facebook, like, anybody else notice is there something wrong with fruit? Have they changed the recipe to fruit pastels? Because these are absolutely yak. And somebody replied to me and said, like, yeah, they've gone vegan now. Went back, looked at the fucking packet. There's the sign, vegan fruit pastels, right? I'm like, so I went on a fucking proper run. I'm like, why the fuck did they change all of the fruit pastels for everyone to cater to a few vegans. Because there ain't that many vegans. There are a lot of people who like fucking fruit pastels, mate. Why? And somebody did say, like, you know, like it could possibly be, you know, Indians love cows. I don't know. That don't seem valid to me. But you know, like, and there's just this little green sign in the corner. I'm like, what they should have is a vegan and underneath fruit pastels. Or they should make fruit pastels and then they should have vegan option of fruit pastels. Would this not make more sense to have a vegan option for fruit pastels for the vegans? Why ruin everybody's fucking enjoyment of fruit pastels for a few vegans? They are disgusting. So literally, we got off the coach, we got to the tube station. First homeless person that I found was in the was Victoria train station. Weren't any on the streets. Don't know what's going on with that, because there used to be loads like around Victoria coach station just hanging around for the tourists and whatever. So whether they've been moved on, I don't know. But we found one in the train station, and I got to offload because I'm like, I'm never having another fucking fruit pastel in all my life. They are disgusting. Like, please, in the comments, give me a little fucking vote. Am I the arsehole here for thinking that these are absolutely fucking rank? Or is somebody else out there like me who thinks they fucked with fruit pastels when they should not have fucked with fruit pastels? That's it now. That's it. For the rest of my life, I can never enjoy a fucking fruit pastel. What have you done with fruit? Why, man? They're a British institution. You can't fuck with fruit pastels. How many vegans are there? I mean, there'll be people who eat them who are completely oblivious, just eat the vegan ones, never had a decent fruit pastel in their life, who think, oh, these are nice, these are fruity. Mate, you don't know what you're missing. You don't know what came before that was literally cruelly stolen from our grasp. So Roundtrees, you can suck me left knacker. I am not happy. Rest of the day, absolutely fine. Cannot fucking fault it. Fruit pastels, you should be pissing well ashamed of yourself. Think on, Roundtree. Think on. Because you don't, we've got to stop this fucking pandering. Just pandering to people and just saying the majority has to lose out for the sake of a minority. Do the minority bit separate and let everybody else get on with their life. What's so different about making a special thing? If you think vegans are so special, make them special things just for them. They'll fucking love you forever for it. Don't make everybody else fucking hate you to make a few vegans. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I've probably missed loads out. I know I've missed loads out because it was an absolutely epic day. If I think of anything else that's actually relevant, which probably not, I'll stick it in the comments or something. Anyways, and also, you know, life's just been so dark lately with all of with living in fucking Leicester. It was nice to have the excuse to make a bit of a lighter video. So yeah, back on fighting the council and the police now, but for now I'm happy. Thank you for being here. Please come back and never forget that I love you all, except for Roundtrees. You're a bunch of twats. Love you. Bye.